Well, everybody, I did not expect making a video again so soon after the last, I guess, dooming video. If you didn't see that yesterday, go check it out. But Tuesday, I guess the day I'm recording this, we had Blue Post notes, and they weren't really what I was hoping for. They didn't really do good. We're not in the first minute yet, so I won't swear, but we're going to go over them. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I don't know, let's take a look at them. I'm getting tired of this, man. I really am. All right, so here we are with the notes. Now we're gonna talk about the notes here, then we're gonna hop in game real quick. I'll just go over here. So these are the notes for Demon Hunter. I'll talk about these, then we'll go in game real quick, and I'll just show you the tree just to give you guys a bit of a visual kind of thing. So Demon Hunter. Now this is for vengeance, even though it doesn't say it. Illuminated sigils now grants an additional charge only to Sigil of Flame, and also reduces its cooldown by 5 seconds. So this used to be all sigils. Also, sorry if there's like a buzzing sound in the background. It's still very, very hot where I am, and this is my air conditioner going off. So either it is, trying to stay cool here. Anyway, so this was all sigils. Now this was incredibly powerful. It's part of the reason why Vengeance Demon Hunter was so broken this tier, Mythic Plus. Getting 2 chains, 2 misery, and 2 silent sigils, as well as 2 Elysian Decree and 2 Sigil of Flame for damage and survivability purposes, was way too strong. It allowed them to have like almost unparalleled mob control. I expected them to make this for only the damage sigils, but instead they just made a Sigil of Flame and gave a little cooldown reduction. This is purely like a defensive and damage node now. Obviously Sigil of Flame is a good button, you want to be pushing it. 5 seconds off, the cooldown's fine. Will help a little bit once the tier set goes away, but this is a lot worse than it was. It's still about, I guess, the same defensively, because you still have the parry thing, and you just have more Sigil of Flames now with the talent. But it's a lot worse for mob control. Now Vengeance still is really insane for mob control. Silence, misery, chain, stun. I guess they have a really good interrupt, and they also have imp imprison if you ever need that. So they still have a really good source of crowd control, but it's worse than before, so that's fine. Now you also have updates to our hero talent, I guess, Aldrachi Reaver. So you're gonna read this and think things have changed, or you're gonna see this thing in game and think things have changed. Nothing's changed. So new talent, Fury of the Aldrachi. When enhanced by Reaver's Glaive, Blade Dance / Soul Cleave deals 3 additional glaive slashes to nearby targets. If cast after Chaos Strike / Fracture / Shear, deals 6 instead. Art of the Glaive is then redesigned, begins a well-practiced pattern of glaive work, and enhances your next cast of Chaos Strike and Blade Dance. The enhanced ability you cast first deals 10% increased damage, and the second deals 20% increased damage. Intent Pursuit has been redesigned. When enhanced by Reaver's Glaive, Chaos Strike, Fracture, Shear, apply Reaver's Mark, which causes the target to take 15% increased damage for 20 seconds. If cast after Blade Dance or Soul Cleave, Reaver's Mark is increased to 30%. Casting the Hunt allows you to cast Reaver's Glaive. Incisive Blade always increases Chaos Strike / Soul Cleave, was only when enhanced. Adjusted positions of Incisive Blade, Keen Engagement, and Preemptive Strike, and removed Escalation. So that was a lot of words. Now what do they actually mean? Well, they mean nothing. So if we go to the old tree here, this is the old tree, right? Intent Pursuit was the Reaver's Glaive thing with Hunt. That has been added baseline. Escalation was each successive enhanced ability deals 10% increased damage, and the effect of the second one is increased by 100%. That was removed. And then this was the old Art of the Glaive thing. But if we jump over to, I guess, beta. All right, so this is on beta, and this is the new tree. So they've reworked the Art of the Glaive tooltip. It now is a lot simpler, which I think is good. It now basically has the escalation thing built into it with the 10 and 20%. This functions exactly the same. They've split out the Reaver's Glaive and Art of the Glaive stuff. Art of the Glaive is now here. When enhanced by Reaver's Glaive, you do the slashes. Reaver's Glaive is now here, which is, when enhanced, you get the buff. And then they also changed Warblade's Hunger, which they nerfed it to 20%, was 100%. They made Incisive Blade always do 30%, and then they just kind of moved these in the middle. Now, other undocumented changes are the change to the damage for Preemptive Strike and for Art of the Glaive. Now, these beforehand were supposed to be doing 300% of your attack power, and then like 20% of your attack power damage. Those were bugged. They were, I think, missing some zeros. So this was dealing like no damage. It now deals proper damage. This actually does a lot of damage now. You can see 165,000 fizz and ricocheting to 2 additional targets. This is buffed up by Accelerated Blade. Also, ignore my talent tree. I was messing around with something. But if we swap over to Incisive Blade, we can see here that this number jumps up to 264. Now they did change something else. This used to ricochet to 3 additional targets whenever you had bouncing glaives. That was removed. It now functions the exact same as throw glaive. So throw glaive, if we go to the AoE dummies over here, bounces to 3 targets, 1, 2, 3. If we hunt in and throw our Reaver's Glaive, it bounces to 3 targets, 1, 2, 3. Nothing changed there. Also, no visual changes. And then Reaver's Glaive, of course, does a lot more damage. And then finally, Preemptive Strike actually does the damage it's supposed to now, sort of. So this actually scales off of weapon damage instead of off of attack power, which isn't intended. This here, right now it says 20,000 damage. If I swap my main hand and offhand, so I go to a lower eye level main hand, it will now do 14,000 damage. And if I just remove my main hand, just take that off completely, it'll now do 6. And it does do 6. If we throw it, it does like 10, does like nothing. So fixed, sorta, I guess. But still not a ton of damage, but it's better, I guess, than it was before. And that's it. Those are the changes. So when I first came online, oh, also, I guess the hunt thing is passive now. It's not mentioned in the tree, but it still exists. When I first came online, I thought they fixed everything with Reaver's Glaive, and then I found that they actually didn't do anything. So these changes are a big old nothing burger. Nothing actually changed. All of the problems with the spec tree are still there. The hero tree, sorry, are still there. Now, what they did do is make this significantly better. 30% increased damage all of the time instead of just well enhanced is insane. That's significantly stronger than before. They also made Reaver's Glaive do roughly 8 times the damage it was before, which is the damage it's supposed to be doing, which is fair. But it's now doing roughly 8 times the damage. Same with Preemptive Strike, sort of. It's weapon damage scaling, which is weird. They did nerf this from 100 to 20%, but it wasn't really working properly to begin with. So they just buffed Aldrachi a ton. Felsguard, if we swap over to it, has no changes. Nothing changed with it. There's no new visuals. They didn't buff any of the numbers yet. It is the exact same as before. Nothing changed here. Nothing changed here. All these abilities, nothing changed. You don't keep your Demon Surge stacks if you meta after using I-Beam. Those reset. So nothing changed on our not fan favorite, but on the better, less problematic tree. So they took the tree that we've complained about, which has the rotational implications that no one likes. All the souls suck. The constrictions on your gameplay kind of don't feel good at all. The opener is insane. The cognitive load is insane. And they doubled down on it and buffed it. I have no idea. I'm going to swear. If you're under, I don't know, if you don't want to hear me swear, just look away. But like, what the fuck are they doing? I'm at a loss for words here. I mean, I guess things kind of take time, right? For feedback and stuff to happen. We look at other reworks, like feedback is given and changes are made within a week. We've given this feedback for a while now, but basically since the opener and all testing has actually happened, we've been giving this feedback that the cognitive load is way too strong here. But I guess they don't care or aren't planning on changing it. I don't really know. So not changing, or at least like breaking the opener in some way, or doing the changes I suggested in the other video, not improving the soul's quality of life, not changing anything, has me worried. I don't know how they could have made it worse, but they did. So they just buffed the tree. I don't see a world in which you play Felsguard as of right now. Aldrachi is just significantly better at everything else. Has really strong AoE damage, and its single target and priority damage is like like an entire tier better than Felsguard, like astronomically ahead. So I don't know what the plan here is. I don't know if we're gonna buff Felsguard to the moon, which I guess kind of fixes the problem. They could nerf Aldrachi, which sort of changes the problem. But the damage rotation stuff you're doing, the actual gameplay is the same. So I'm dooming a bit. These changes are not actual changes, just tooltip changes and a tree reshuffling for some reason. I guess making Reaver's Glaive tooltip better is good, but I don't know. I'm just kind of ranting here. I guess this video is going longer than I intended, but I don't know, guys. This is it's kind of doomed. They also posted the PTR changes. PTR patch notes, no shaman, no DH changes besides the nerf to Vengeance. So looking like those two specs aren't getting anything, or those two classes aren't getting anything going into the War Within, which is miserable. Every other spec and class in the game got a bunch of changes. So yeah, dooming hard here. We'll see if Havoc gets kind of anything in the next week or two, next few weeks, but kind of sucks. So yeah, I don't know. I appreciate you all sticking around. We're gonna take a look at other specs that actually got good changes going into Dragonflight, maybe, I mean, the War Within, maybe if you want to re-roll or something. Don't blame you, but expect a survival video towards the end of this week. I think survival is looking really fun. Probably Windwalker, probably Rep Paladin, probably some Mage or Shadow Priest at some point too. Maybe Warlock. I don't know, lots of stuff. We're gonna take a little breather from Havoc for a bit because I'm feeling a little down and out about it. But you know, hopefully they listen to the feedback and we get better. So yeah, I guess that's it. A little bit of a depressing end of the video, but like, comment, subscribe if you want to see Havoc improve, or if you want to see him cover other specs, because I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, I don't know. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Jesus Christ, I don't get it, man. You Sky Elk, Andrew Keenel, 100,001 Zans, Brad Wisniak, Felfa Darren Dark Terror, and Magic Man 133. Thank you all so much. If you want to help support me and help fund the channels and the videos, follow the link in the description to become a channel member and get some cool perks in the process. Again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.